It's good, YouTube, Quinn Wade, coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Orlando Magic got blown out by the Charlotte Hornets, 130 to 111. The Magic go to 38 and 31, 16 and 18 on the road. Charlotte go to 36 and 34 and 16 and 17 at home. So Charlotte gets 2 games above 500. Charlotte did win the season series on top of that, 3-1 versus the Magic. They won't see each other unless they play in the play-in. You never know if that happens or not. Still a lot of games left. Charlotte won the first quarter 32 to 30, 34 to 32. They won the second quarter 38 to 21. It was game after that. They also won third quarter 38 to 24, but they lost the fourth quarter 34 to 20. But it didn't matter since they was up by so much. Anyway, Paulo Benquero, 28 minutes for him, 20 points. He went 6 and 16 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, but he did go 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He might take some jumpers. He might miss some shots near the rim, but you know he's going to come at you. And if you don't adjust or you don't see it coming, he will get to the free throw line, and that's something he's really good at. He did dish out 7 assists. He's getting better at learning his teammates and finding what they like and where they need to be at, even when he's trying to get his own. He had 1 steal and 1 block, 3 turnovers. He did have 2 offensive rebounds and had 3 personal fouls. And he ended up being a minus 23 in plus minus. And Tristan Da Silva played 22 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. And then he also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Jamal Mosley ended up getting ejected in this one. Tristan Silva did have 2 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 12 in plus minus. Gogo Batadze started also. He played 19 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 2 of 3 from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block. 1 steal, 1 block, no turnovers. 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal foul, was a minus 17 and plus minus. You know he can score, especially if he's deep in that paint. But if you take him away from that, he's not going to give you much. You look at Tristan Da Silva, you want him to be able to drive. You want him to be able to play in transition and make threes. He couldn't give you that. Desmond Bane, he played 26 minutes. He gave you 24. Him and Paulo been your best offensive players for the most part of the season. But he went 8 of 15 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3 and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He can drive, he can pass, he can shoot, he can score, and he did a good job of that in this game. He did have 7 rebounds. That was the most on the team. Somebody had to do it on his team. He did have 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a minus 21 and plus minus. Jalen Suggs, 22 minutes, 9 points. He went 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. He had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 15 and plus minus. He took some good looks. It's just he didn't get the results that he needed in this one. But the threes and stuff was open. He just couldn't make them. And of course, Charlotte going to try to make you work for it anyway. That's their job as defenders. They're not trying to let anything easy come if they can avoid it. Artis Wagner, he had shot 1 of 5 from the field. He was 0 of 3 from the 3-point line and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He hasn't really been good offensively, honestly, this year, especially the last couple months. He did have 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers, and 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 14 and plus minus. Jamal Cain had the biggest night off the bench, scoring-wise, with 15 points. He went 5 of 10 from the field and 3 of 7 from 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He kept getting open looks, and he was able to make a lot of them. And he also was getting some good drives inside the paint, and that worked out for him too. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 9 and plus minus. Noah Penda, 21 minutes, 8 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. He also had no personal fouls and was a 0 and plus minus. Colin played 10 minutes. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul and was a plus 12 and plus minus. The rebounds was good. He just didn't score that much. He just didn't do a lot for the team tonight. Javon Carter helped a lot because he got 11 points. He went 4 of 11 though from the field and 3 of 7 from three. So he's still trying to score. He's still trying to take looks that he likes. Just hasn't been as efficient as you would like yet. But he did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. You know, he can bring it on both ends of the court, whether that's defending or scoring. He also only had 1 turnover, 3 offensive boards, and one person. I was a -9 and plus minus. Alex scored a layup. That was his first shot that he made in his career in the NBA, but then he missed another shot. He did have 3 rebounds, 4 assists. The 4 assists ended up being the most on the team. He also had 2 turnovers, 1 offensive board, 4 personal fouls, and was a +14 and plus minus. Jett Howard, 16 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from three. He had 1 rebound, 1 steal. 1 offensive rebound was the only one that he had. And then he had 3 personal fouls and was a -24 and plus minus. Jace Richardson played 7 minutes. He had 2 points. He ended up making his only shot in the game. He ended up getting 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and was a +5 and plus minus. And then you look at the Charlotte Hornets. Miles Bridges, 23 minutes, 11 points. He went 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. So he ended up having a good, efficient night and took some good shots and didn't really do anything crazy in this one, but he had a lot of fun. 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, and a +18 and plus minus. Musa, 24 minutes, 3 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. That's how he got it. He did have 5 boards, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, in the block. He wanted to compete. He wanted to make things difficult as he could. And he only had 2 personal fouls and 1 offensive board, was a +10 and plus minus. Brandon Miller, he played 28 minutes. He had 25 points. He ended up having the most in the starting lineup for them. He went 8 of 14 from the field and 5 of 10 from the 3-point line and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Good drives. Didn't really miss much. He ended up making the Magic pay a lot with his jump shooting and his finishing. And then he was making the right play if you took those away. And then he had 8 assists. And then he had 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a +27 and plus minus. LaMelo Ball, 20 minutes, 20 points. He went 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Good shots from him. Had a lot of threes. 3 is a lot to make in only 8 attempts, but he also was able to attack the way that he wanted to after that. So you have to guard him for the three because you know he wants that over everything else, and that just allows him to do other things. Finished with 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 3 steals. The 3 steals was the most on the team. He also had 1 block, 2 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a +12 and plus minus. He does a real good job of using that speed and athleticism to play in those passing lanes. Knipple, 25 minutes. He ended up getting some wide open threes over and over again. Then he was able to make a 2. He went 5 of 11 from the field and 4 of 9 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He has really been the perfect fit for them. Can defend, can rebound, can pass, can space the floor, can move without the ball, can drive sometimes. He just been a perfect fit. 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Grant Williams, 17 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a +9 and plus minus. Xavier Tillman, 2 minutes. He missed his only shot. And he also went 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He had no turnovers and a steal, no personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Ryan Kalkbringer played 24 minutes. He gave him a good night. 13 points, 5 of 5 from the field, just good finishes all night. And then he went 3 of 3 from the free throw line and got 5 boards. The 5 boards ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +9 and plus minus. Pat Connaughton, 7 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from the field. He did miss his only shot, which was a 3. No turnovers, 1 steal, no personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. And then Kobe White, 23 minutes, 27 points. That was the most he can do nights like this easily because of his 3-point shooting and his ability to get to the line. He actually went 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 5 of 8 from 3, and 7 of 13 from the field. So he didn't miss much anywhere in this game, and he ended up being a big reason why they lost, if not the biggest reason. 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 for the rest of his day. Josh Green, 18 minutes, 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He did have 3 boards and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. Trey Mann, 7 minutes, 3 points. He made a 3. That was the only shot that he made, so he finished 1 of 3 from the field. He had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a steal. 1 personal foul, was a -8 and plus minus. And then Zion James came in and made 2 threes. There was good looks. He was able to drop them in. He did have 3 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals. Just was doing a real good job of making the right plays and making the right passes, even on both ends of the court when he could. And then he had 1 offensive board, no personal fouls, was a plus 30 and plus minus. They shot 53% from the field. The Magic shot 42% from the field, 48% from threes with the Hornets shot 33 for the Magic. 27 free throws for the Hornets. They shot 89%. 21 shot by the Magic. They shot 90%. 41 rebounds for the Hornets. 31 for the Magic. 28 assists for the Hornets. 24 for the Magic. 22 turnovers for the Hornets. 14 for the Magic. 9 steals for the Hornets. 11 for the Magic. And then 2 blocks for the Hornets. 4 for the Magic. 10 offensive rebounds for the Hornets. 12 for the Magic. 31 defensive rebounds for the Hornets. 19 for the Magic. The Magic did miss more than the Hornets did. That's why it's like that. And then 24 personal fouls, 23 for the Hornets. They was able to get to the line more, shoot the threes better, and also score in the paint in the in-between game better, making it just an easy game all night for themselves. They didn't have to work too hard to score, and that allowed them to stay ahead enough to blow out the Orlando Magic tonight. And it can be that way. The Magic has always been a team that can be iffy offensively, and sometimes their defense can be really good. Sometimes it can be good enough. But if you can't stop nobody the entire game, you have a good chance of losing it. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And we'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.